asked like what happened, and the response was, "I don't want to talk about it." Are you crazy?
I don't want to talk
Are
about
you
it.
crazy?
Okay,
No,
toxic.
no.
That's toxic.
Yeah.
That's
that's toxic.
you're stupid. That's not toxic. That's a learned behavior. Not the person that wrote the thing. The person I had to deal with. That's a learned behavior and a coping
stupid.
mechanism
Not you.
of you not doing what you're supposed to do. You don't ghost nobody that long. I'm telling you, it was 2 months, and then pop back up like, "Hey, horse."
Hey, horse.
Like that? What they eat?
Horse hay. Listen, just the videos Elise and I do alone do
And
so well.
sponsorships.
Oh, they
They're
coming
gonna
in.
be sending the baby Lexus trucks and stuff.
Come on, send it. We'll take it all. We'll do all the content. I can do an ad for you. Come on, throw a company at me. I'll do an advertisement on the spot.
Baby shoes.
That's a company.
I don't know baby stuff. Johnson.
Johnson. Let me tell you about Johnson. Well, you know, I'm a man. At one point, I was a boy. We had Johnson.
Are you?
You just sold them 3 million bottles of lotion.
At one point.
Congratulations. Draylon, that was brilliant.
Off the dome, bro.
You do something like that at the Super Bowl, everybody's going to buy the water-based lotion from Johnson.
So that they can smell like a baby.
Baby,
Okay.
it's a nightcap.
It was like, wait, but that's not our target.
Can you hear the kids now? Mommy, Daddy's playing in yogurt.
That's not our target audience.
I am so weak, but y'all gonna sell out. Yo,
sold
them
them.
wives' husbands, the baby daddy's gonna be talking about some, where's the baby lotion?
Here, you could do one. All right, let's give you one.
Let's see.
Give him one. I can't pick. Wait, any company. It don't even have to be baby stuff. Starbucks.
Damn, what's in that cup?
What's in that cup?
That's it. And everybody go, that's my commercial, and I just got $2 million.
That's all right. Chrissy, you next.
Oh God.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna give you something.
I'm scared of what you gonna do.
That's why I'm trying to be careful.
Ooh, no, give her a good one.
Tesla.
You trying to die? Because based off that movie, what was that movie? You're gonna crash. Don't get it.
Nigga.
You just lost $2 million.
I'm saving lives.
Christian just looked at the camera and said, wait, let me hold my laugh in. You trying to die?
That is so dumb.
What was the movie?
I forgot.
I forgot.
The world,
something about the world.
Something the
ending or
Obamas
something.
put out. Honestly, don't get the Tesla, especially not get the white Tesla. I mean, if you want to get a brown or blue or red one, okay. But the white one's off limits. I'm trying to save your life, and I just did.
So the
You're
color
welcome.
matters.
Apparently, because it was only white Teslas that was crashing.
But that represents something in the movie.
Supremacy.
White people?
Supremacy.
Not white people. Anyway, I'm sure that
It
them all
probably
being
does.
white it represents
I
something.
hated that movie.
I didn't see it. I saw the clip though.
I loved it.
I couldn't because my brain was hurting. I'm like, what are you trying to say to me? That's the thing, but that's how I am in life. I need you to don't beat around the bush and give me hints and stuff. Tell me what you want. What are you trying to what
the
message?
bush and show me.
Please.
Open the bush and show me.
What bush?
Mighty God.
You said the bush.
I said the bush.
You know what? Come on, because she about to have me scream. What bush? You just said
Nut bush.
Tina Turner. God help. God help.
All right. Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's also a beautiful day in the Dream Lab because we're here. Dream Lab Podcast, episode 9. Yeah. Clap it up. It's your captain. What? It's your Captain Dre, and I'm here with the co-pilots, Kev, Chrissy, Kev.
We're back.
Yeah, we are.
Listen,
No,
it's been a minute since we've been together.
Yes.
All three of us.
It's been my
We
fault.
are family.
Like a giant tree.
I don't know the words.
You ever seen the movie?
I seen it once.
Thank you, because don't.
So because everybody was on my head like you need to see Dreamgirls, so I watched it one time and it was okay.
Watch it again.
Don't piss me off, friend.
All right, we'll move on. How's everybody doing today? What does that mean?
Y'all don't even want to start with me, nigga.
So let's end with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chrissy, ladies first.
Wow. How
So
am I
much pressure.
doing this?
So much pressure.
Eyes on me.
You want to die?
You know what? I am doing good. I'm a little sleepy today, but I'm always sleepy.
But who brought you Starbucks?
Kev did.
Aw.
Brought me Starbucks. It was an ice
Let
caramel
me tell y'all what
macchiato.
Kev brought me. Absolutely nothing.
Yes, I did.
What?
Hit it.
What?
That's what
Yeah,
I brought.
laughs.
That coffee brought that for you.
Yeah, it did. Because I feel
Because I
good.
asked for that.
Yep.
No. So
Yeah, no, I feel good. Yeah, I don't have no in-depth thing to say.
that's fine. That's
I
fine.
feel good today, though.
That's good.
Mentally, I feel good. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
good.
Baby shower was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Baby shower was yesterday. So if you're just tuning in and you don't know anything about my life, me and my wife are getting ready to have a baby very soon. And so we had our baby shower yesterday. And Kev
fun.
and Chrissy were actually the hosts of the baby shower. It was lit. It was a lot of fun. We'll if we got some clips and stuff like that. I know we'll have pictures, but clips and all that stuff. If we find that, I'll post
It was
that too.
fun. It was a beautiful venue.
Yeah, it was.
The
so beautiful.
venue was.
Shout out to Lux
Wow.
Ballroom in Southfield,
Yes.
Michigan.
That's our ad for the day. Lux Ballroom.
For real, no,
Uh-huh.
like we'll insert some pictures right here, boom, right here, boom, right here, boom, right here, boom. That's enough pictures. So yeah, make sure that y'all hit them up for it. If you want to have an event, the Lux Ballroom,
Yes.
and very professional.
And it was good parking too.
Yep.
Yes,
I think that was the most impressionable thing
That's-
to me is that the parking.
that's
was
one thing I'm
amazing.
big on. Like, can my people get in? Like, do they got to park in somebody neighborhood
down
to
the
go-
street. Or
No, I don't want to
I
have an
wonder if
event
your
there.
car gonna be there when you get
Yeah.
out.
Ooh, sounds like the East Side.
Because
Whoa, relax.
But then
I
you
like my
never
inside.
hear the end of that from your people. They're like, oh, my car got broken in. Oh, I don't have a car. Oh, I lost my leg. Like crazy stuff.
Captain Hook.
I'm really working.
lost
I'm
my
working
leg.
on trying not to laugh because I say some crazy stuff, and I think a lot of times it would be funnier if I didn't laugh behind it. So I'm really working on that.
Captain Hook.
I lost my leg.
Y'all remember?
I came to your event, nigga, and I lost my damn leg.
Y'all know. Y'all ever seen Home Alone 2?
Yes, of course.
When they be in the hotel with the TV up loud, he be like, "And Jamie with the gimpy leg."
Cheeks, Bonnie Bob.
That joke was so funny. Jay-Z with the gimpy leg. I gotta go watch that movie. When you said I,
could
lost
go on
my
forever,
leg,
baby.
when you said I lost my leg, that's the first thing I heard in my head. Jay with the gimpy leg.
The leg is crazy.
Love that movie.
But no, the baby shower was beautiful.
Yes.
My wife was beautiful.
Yeah.
I was beautiful.
Yeah, you were.
I was just glowing. Okay.
I had the daddy look and all of that.
all of that,
You
and
didn't do the Burberry shirt. I was kinda
yeah. Well,
disappointed.
yeah. So the thing is, they really didn't want me to do that. Like,
Well, because that's the
no,
deadbeat baby daddy look.
yeah,
ain't
but it was
it?
actually really nice when we found. But it was, I'm like, I'm not about to
yeah,
spend all of that
yeah.
for that. No. But it was a great
Y'all
event.
looked great.
It was so much just
So
fun. It was a lot of love. We just thankful for everybody who showed up, who brought gifts, who sent gifts. It's like overwhelming, and it hasn't stopped. We got some just more good news today about the baby. So it's just things are just going well, and we believe for things to continue to go well.
Amen.
They will go well.
They are well.
They are well. All is well.
Thanks, Chris Brooks.
Literally, like the doctor just told Elise, like, was another, I think, OBGYN that she was seeing, like, she told Elise, like, maybe you guys should look into adoption or another, I forget what the other way.
IVF.
Yeah. And it was kind of disheartening. It's just kind of like, wow, it's like, wow, you don't have no hope. And we just
When
and
she say that?
this was an older doctor that we saw.
Boy,
obviously.
I thought you was talking about
before.
today. I was about
Oh.
to tear this.
No. This was
I was about to clown like adoption for what?
I think this was early
for what?
2023.
Yeah, but when you started with adoption, I'm like, Y'all can't take care of the baby.
Give it to me.
Hello.
No. That's what the first doctor was
Gotcha.
saying.
I'm sorry, Dre.
And so, we didn't, it was kind of like, okay, whatever. We're gonna go to another doctor, and just to make sure that Elise was good. We weren't necessarily trying to have a baby.
Gotcha.
We just wanted to make sure that she was good. And then, literally, like it was 2 days after the '90s concert, and
Boom.
it was like, because I thought I was gonna be able to, like, all right, '90s concert is over. Let me take a little break and see what's next for the music, because I was ready to go to do the next thing with the group. And then it was like, baby, it was just like everything is put on pause. Like, if it's going to cause me to have to leave a lot, like that's why I was able to kind of push the button starting the podcast, because I can walk down the hallway. And it keeps me productive, because I told you I would just keep putting it off. So I'm glad that it kind of happened this way.
Gotcha.
And then it also just has grown me up. So now that I really have something to say now, like these new experiences, I get to talk about old experiences. So this has been a beautiful season.
I love
I love
that.
And God is
Keep
good.
saying the same thing.
We
That's
are
all right. Y'all keep saying it.
twin.
Where have you been?
And I believe that
Yeah.
I believe it's the same thing for y'all. I think that
Absolutely.
that is just walk in it and believe that you are in that season and watch it just come to you. That's the way God set it up. Like, God isn't like, I think a lot of times people think that God is like, okay, all right, this what you need, or let me go prepare this. He's already done it. So it's already there.
Yeah.
It's your job to walk in it.
Yeah.
Your healing is there already. He doesn't have to go I hate not the word conjure, but you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't have to go mix up or figure out your healing or it's already done. By his stripes we are healed. That's past tense.
Stuff already covered.
It's already done.
Do y'all ever just feel an overwhelming feeling of just like gratefulness? I would just be like, I love God.
That's been the season.
And I
I'm
love
in.
him just like for my friends too, like just to be able to hear y'all story. And the thing is, like, y'all aren't telling everybody what you're going through and what happens. Nobody tells everybody what they're going through behind closed doors. But
Yeah.
just to see that, like, I have an overwhelming feeling of just like gratefulness for y'all, because this is like you walking in the promise.
Literally.
Yeah. That.
But you got to go through
I
the what?
think about that all the
The
time.
pain. The
The
process,
pain.
the pain. You got to
Yeah.
go. We were just talking about it before we recorded this episode. Like, this is the best that she's felt in her life as it relates to sickle cell. Like,
I feel like
Jesus.
that she had a good pregnancy.
she literally, like, when I tell you, she used to have to take medicine like Dilaudid, which is a very, very
That's-
strong
Yes.
narcotic, I guess.
Yes.
For pain?
Yes, and she would take multiple a day because she had to. The pain was so bad. Like, I don't think people really understand what sickle cell is. They understand, okay, you're in pain, and then people would try to like channel the pain that they've experienced. If you don't have sickle cell, you've never experienced this pain. You've never experienced this pain. So to go through life and then have to expect this pain. So it was like almost this is crazy just how God works, because I know when we left our church, it was like because of what you've been told in the past of you need to be in the church, you kind of feel like, okay, I'm abandoned. You're not abandoned. You're not abandoned. God hasn't left you. God he's not any further than he's ever been, and he's not any closer than he's ever been. He's always right there. So I was just like, all right, well, we're going to believe that. And okay, what happens with the, like, who do I call? Like, when you're going through something, you want to call your pastor, you want to, and it's just like, okay, what happens? What happens now? Like, how do I navigate? And God was like, hey, who you need? Me, right? And it was just like, all right, the more we started to trust God, the more we started to see things happen. The more we started to trust God, the more it just started to happen. It was just like, oh, I've cracked the code. Oh, nigga, it's trust from now on. Because I've been at the bottom. I've experienced it. And I've experienced where I am now. And I know that this ain't it.
It's not. It's only the beginning.
So this season is so beautiful for us, and it's overwhelming for me. Like, I have my moments, I just be sitting here crying.
You cry?
Almost every day.
Really?
Almost every day.
I've never seen that.
Kevin said, "You cry."
It's because, I mean, it's just a lot of, especially in this season, it's a gratefulness.
I was about to say, yeah.
It's a gratefulness.
That
Now on
overwhelming
top
feeling.
of the grief.
Yeah.
So I have my moments of grief, so that's why I'm crying. But then a lot of times it's just gratefulness because of everything else, and it's just like God. I said this before. I feel like He softened the blow.
Got you. Yeah.
Because had this been another time, this may have been really, really like tough for me. But
God knows.
he knows you. He knows how you want to operate. He knows you in that season. If He says, if you just trust me, I got you. I got you. So
I'm happy for y'all.
thank you, and I'm happy for y'all. And whatever is going on, like even if it doesn't make sense right now, but it's a part of the process. So I'm happy that you're experiencing it now, because then you can be like, okay, then I know something is coming. Like you have to know that it's next. You have to know that the thing that you've been praying for, asking for, and believing for is next.
Yeah, and even though it doesn't make sense to me right now, I still get the overwhelming feeling of gratefulness, and I try my best not to focus on the negative, because this time 6 months ago or a year ago, I document so much in my phone. Snapchat memories, they are a blessing and a curse.
I know. Yeah.
But like I had a video that I took this time last year, and you could just see it in my face how broken I was, and just how drained, like even just the paleness and the lifelessness in my eyes. And I was just like, I'm gonna look back on this and I'm gonna be okay and I'm gonna be happy. And even though present time, it's still moments like, okay, I don't
feel that right now.
I don't feel that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm not there.
Yeah.
And that right there is enough for me to be grateful. It's enough for me to be happy and say, God, thank you. Like it's only up from here.
I feel that.
Us.
I feel that. And that's so good. I'm so glad that you also, documenting is very good, because you can see it. You can just, when you have those vision boards or whatever you can visibly see,
right?
And you realize that a lot of times we think the tangible is the blessing, but that piece, you can't grab it, but it's there, and I take that piece over $1 million.
Surpasses all understanding.
Listen, people used to be like, I don't understand why you ain't blasted your ex, why you ain't say such and such, why you ain't do the X, Y, and Z. For what, nigga? I am at peace. Okay. And this surpasses all of y'all understanding.
Okay.
Even mine. Like, I don't understand why I'm not tripping right now. I should be losing my mind, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And so instead of trying to find a reason to lose your mind, just rest in the peace.
Yeah. Because that peace, baby, it's unmatched.
Because if I would have stayed there fighting that.
We there, baby. We there.
But we wouldn't have no baby shower yesterday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had the food.
That food
shout out to the caterer.
I don't know her name, but I know that's Asia's aunt.
And Latanya.
It might be. I don't know her name.
Hey.
We'll make sure that we throw it in there.
When she came in that bonnet, no shade at all. When she came in that bonnet, I knew she meant business.
Listen, she was just like, I need to make sure that this is the. Listen.
I knew she meant business, and she did just that. I ate it for lunch.
So
the fact that I can reheat it and it still was good. Baby, you did that.
Crazy? I do want some string beans, but I'm not going to eat for dinner. I think I can't even eat now. Is it 8 o'clock? Ooh. Can't eat nothing.
Strict promise. All right. So, any updates? Anybody? Oh, well, Kev, we got to get you. And
just
then
wait to the end.
We're going to wait to the end?
Yeah, y'all had such a profound moment. I do not want
All right. Well, Kev, well, no, because we about to make a left turn. So this has.
Just go left. Just go ahead.
All right. Are we going
to. Just go.
All right. So, today. Well, not today, but it was a few weeks ago. I posted on, I think, our story. I posted on my story. What's your toxic trait?
Oh.
And I got some responses.
Okay.
And I'm going to read them off. I want to talk about some of these responses. Well, first of all, what's y'all toxic trait?
Can we read some of the responses first? Because
wow.
I got to think about this.
Oh, okay.
I know I got toxic trait.
Say mine.
Uh-oh. Not you. Don't know if you can say yours.
Ooh. What's my toxic trait?
Yeah, it's only one toxic trait I got.
Mighty God. So my toxic trait, I think, I think I think because I know now, especially now that I'm aware that I deal with anxiety, that kind of want to be in control of things and how things are going to go and set this like this and all of that. Sometimes that doesn't work in a relationship. And so I know that. And so I try to make sure that I'm aware of it. And so
That's toxic.
So can we
Yeah.
define what a toxic
But are
trait
we giving, like-
is?
Yeah.
Like, is it an action that causes toxicity, or is it just straight up this is toxic? Because I'm thinking like certain things can be considered like I
so
procrastinate.
give me an example.
I procrastinate.
That's a toxic trait.
Okay, that's my
I
toxic
wouldn't
trait.
say you talking about toxic. I was going.
Okay,
say,
so
like,
I was talking
Is it in
specifically in
relationship?
relationships.
Okay, let's.
well, are we talking that? Are we
So, and
talking
I think these-
serious or like
However,
like that freaky toxic things? Like,
I
are
got
you
some
toxic
freaky
with-
responses.
Oh, okay. It's just what you said. What you said, I was like, I don't.
So here's the
I
thing:
mean,
I don't really have no toxic traits like that. I don't think so.
That's why I was just like, can
yeah.
we read the responses? I'm like, oh yeah, I
That's
do
fine.
got that too.
I mean, okay. So somebody's response. You're crazy. Somebody's response to what's your toxic trait? Going ghost for weeks to regain my energy and then coming back better than ever because I'm an
Somebody
ambivert.
needs to knock you in your mouth. I hope your fingers fall off. I go
What?
ghost for weeks. That's
Weeks
so
is crazy.
irritating. And any person who
We
would
don't
come,
give grace. They're ambivert, so we don't know
they're
because
who?
ambivert or something like. It's called-
Amber Alert. Got it.
Please,
I mean,
that's seminars.
Can we pull it up? AMBI.
Siri,
My
what's
girl,
an ambivert?
she was ready.
AMBIVERT.
Alexa,
Yeah, because Siri.
what's an ambivert?
Here's how What's Cooking America describes
Alexa, no, thank you.
I'm gonna just Google it because these women don't know how to listen in this house. That sounds so 1950s.
It does.
Amber Alert.
Where's my super suit? I don't know.
A person who has features of both introvert and extrovert.
Okay,
That makes sense.
so there's
So
a
it's
term for
it's a
it.
contradiction.
Okay, because I used to say I'm an introverted extrovert.
Because I kind of relate to that.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, give him a little grace because I kind of get that. I mean, I wouldn't go weeks.
Weeks is a bit much.
Well, you
Days?
don't hear from me. Like
That's
here's
toxic.
I'm the type of they're aware of that obviously, but
Mm.
because if I will go away from myself for weeks, but I'm gonna let you. But if that's the case, I'm gonna be like, hey, don't call me. I just
Away from yourself.
no from people.
You said okay.
Did I say away
said-
to myself is what I meant.
Okay,
to
all
say.
right. That's why I
Sorry.
was like, no, teach me something. I didn't know I
I'm
could
like,
come out of my body.
You dissociate.
You're crazy.
I left my body at the crib.
Astral projection is
Talk
wild.
about so who's dead? Dead son.
Had a whole funeral that he just popped back in his body.
That's
a movie.
understandable to separate. That's why I was just like defining a toxic trait, because sometimes it may not be toxic. Like I just got to separate myself for a little bit.
But I mean, in a way, if you're not like, I mean, to somebody that might that's toxic for them, because you going if we're talking or we're dating and then you like stop talking for
Yeah.
weeks and don't say nothing. I'm not with that. And then some people will hold on to that because they need that validation from somebody in a relationship. And so they keep going through the cycle with this person because this person hasn't realized that they ghosting people because they're ambivert.
So now my question is then for this situation, like if you communicate like, hey, I just need some time to myself, or I need to just kind of step back so I don't go off on you. Give me some time.
So that's a way to make it not toxic.
Untoxic.
Yeah, that's to pour the
no,
stuff
that's
in.
that's solidly communicating.
Correct.
But you ghosting somebody for
Okay.
weeks at a time and then
So
coming
how
back
do you think
rejuvenated,
dating works for that person then?
It's not good. Whoever you are, I love you, but I really want you to get therapy on that because you're possibly hindering the help that you have in front of you because you keep doing that. That very person that you keep running from may be able to help carry that anxiety or the reason that you're ghosting and understand giving you space, but you ghosting somebody and coming back with more energy, that don't mean nothing where I had to worry. Because I've had people ghost me. I had somebody ghost me for like 2 months and then pop back up like nothing ever happened and just start talking. No. Let's get to the root of why I haven't spoken to you for this long, and then we can continue from there. But you're not going to skip over Where
Right.
you been? And I remember I asked one time, like,
Twin.
what happened? Where have you been?
'Cause
I asked, like, what happened? And the response was, I don't want to talk about it. Are you crazy?
I don't want to talk
Are
about
you
it.
crazy?
Okay,
No,
toxic.
no,
That's
no.
toxic.
Yeah.
That's
that's
no,
toxic.
you're stupid. That's not toxic. That's a learned behavior. Not the person that wrote the thing, the person I had to deal with. That's a learned behavior and a coping
stupid. Yeah,
mechanism
not you.
of you not doing what you're supposed to do. You don't ghost nobody that long. I'm telling you, it was 2 months. And then pop back up like, hey, horse.
Hey, horse.
Like that what they eat?
Horse hay.
But y'all get what I'm saying? Like you just can't leave
Next
nobody.
one, because why
Next
would
one.
you nay?
You can't leave a nigga hanging for a couple weeks and
I
then
whipped
pop
already,
back.
so I just
I'm
needed to
calling the
name.
police.
Name.
911.
So this one says I'm an interrupter.
You disrespectful. Now you can't keep your words to yourself. You just gotta holler out everything. I'm an interrupter of
Cut
what?
people off all the time. Like maybe they're trying to.
That's not toxic. Y'all sick. Y'all sick in the brain, baby. That's not toxic. Shut your mouth. Y'all, please, next. Because
We're
I feel like
moving
this
on.
is about to make me so mad. My toxic trait is I like to interrupt. What? Dinner? Phone calls? Like, what are you? Dre, who wrote that?
No, you're impatient.
Wait,
Yeah.
this other one says. This other one says. Their toxic trait is if I don't get the cat, I'm not talking until I do.
You're a Detroit musician. Thanks. Next. They gotta be. Ain't nobody else saying that. And I love y'all. And y'all can attack me if y'all want to, but that's very immature. Well, say it one more time, but I'm not getting the cat. What?
If I'm not getting the cat, if I'm not getting the cooch, I'm not talking until I do. Like I'm giving you the cold shoulder.
So I'm a
I can't talk.
prostitute.
Look around, everybody on mute. You need to be like that man in the Bible that laughed at God and God shut his mouth until the woman had her baby. That's you because that's stupid. That shows.
John the Baptist is.
Nah, it was yeah.
So as
His cousin.
so I'm not gonna say that I like gave the cold shoulder, but I've definitely been, like if I ain't getting none, like it's been
You get irritated.
you get irritated and it'll show and like you be like wow like so I've been there, but I've
Gotcha.
never been to a point where like I'm going to
Stop
treat
talking.
you differently because you're not giving me none because there's so much that's tied to why that person may not want, and I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 it's a mental thing because there's been plenty of times where I've been super tired, but if I'm mentally there, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. But sir, you need to say something to her. If
Yeah.
if you desire that type of intimacy with her and y'all been around each other long enough where y'all feel comfortable to have the type of discussion, then you should say something. If you say something and she don't respond or she say no, then nigga, you got a decision to make. Either you gonna stay or you gonna walk away. But you being quiet is like very stupid.
I don't know, cause making me feel bad because
I'm not giving you none. It's
is an ick
immature.
for me.
I can
Now,
see, like
I'm-
you said.
Yeah. I'm not
You're
saying
quiet,
like
but-
sitting here like not.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, I thought you was pointing at the camera.
I was agreeing, talking to whoever.
Oh,
else in that
yeah, because I'm not saying like, okay.
Because now you're
Move
not
on.
going to enjoy.
You can
Cause
go.
you're
You
not
can
gonna-
go. It's a free space. Go do
You're
your
not going to
thing.
enjoy it because now in your mind you're doing this to satisfy them.
No,
It's not
and
a
that's the
mutual
worst sex
agreement.
ever. You
'Cause
don't
I'm
like
just
that.
laying
You
there
don't.
now.
You don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to be on the same
Just
page.
be like,
Be still. Watch out.
Yeah,
Like the color purple, that's how you going to stick your legs out? That is. Now,
and
That's-
be looking at the wall.
she's on a gurney, guys. Ain't that what they roll the people in the hospital?
No, I think that if you would really give somebody the like not talk to them at all, like give them the cold shoulder or treat them differently because of that, I don't think y'all should, in my mind.
She should break up with you, bro.
Yeah.
There's no,
Because
no
y'all,
other
matter of fact,
traits.
y'all not even together. Y'all gotta just be talking. Because y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, there should be some type of conversation where y'all know who ready and who ain't. So she needs to move on from you.
And you can do other things.
Respectfully.
outside.
And maybe this is a past toxic trait. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
Draylen is the nice one. I'm not. If you put it in the comments, I gotta go with what you said.
Next.
Next one.
All right.
And
So
he's being nice today. I don't know what's. Oh, the baby. That's what it
Baby
is.
shower. We're still in the
Oh,
little
oh.
butterfly.
okay, so this one says, Red flags look like Six Flags to me.
Next. We didn't ask Dr. Seuss to get in the comments.
I can relate.
1 fish, 2 fish.
I can relate.
in
Stop
the
rocking.
past.
Stop rocking. It's making you insane, sis.
It's
Okay,
making
explain.
you look like this
in
is
the,
present
in the
day.
past.
Explain though. What you mean? What are they talking about?
As far as a red flag looks like Six Flags.
Like an amusement
I
park?
don't know if they're saying it looks like an adventure.
Pretty much.
Okay, maybe
Like
I can't
they're-
relate. I can't
exactly.
relate to that.
Not so much an adventure, but it's like red flags to some people. It's almost like, however degree you look at it, some people are like, oh, I'm going to just go ahead on and do it because for some people, that toxicity, they like it because they
Yeah.
aren't healed. So they kind of like that, they go towards that because you're not going to hold me accountable for being a better person because you're not a good person. So I'm going to just go this route. You see what I'm saying? So like some people go that. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to try to change this person. So then
Right.
they go that route
That's
as it
how
relates
I
to
say
red
I can
flags.
relate.
So I don't really know.
Like you keep giving. My problem was like, or it can be still is like keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, and you're literally showing me in front of my face like that's a red flag, and honestly get out my face. But I'm like, okay, you did it this time. Okay, all right.
And I think
and we're gonna keep on going until I get fed up, and then that's when I leave you alone.
But here's the thing, and I remember we talked about cycles earlier. A lot of people, the issue is it's a self-worth thing, right? So with it being a self-worth thing, you're dealing with this. Oh, I'll just deal with it, and then you get fed up, you leave, but then you end up in another situation just like it,
Right.
because you haven't. I'm not saying you, but
Me.
because it was me.
It's like no.
I didn't deal with, my self-worth, and I didn't think that I was of worth, and I didn't think I was valuable enough to receive better than this.
Yep.
So then you just like, all right, I'm done with you. I'm going to just come over here because still I haven't done the inner work. So I'm going to just find somebody else just like this person who's not going to hold me accountable. So I'm not going to work on myself, and then you're just going to continue to hurt me.
Yep.
And then I'm going to deal with this over and over and over again until I get fed up, and then I'll move on to the next person. Some people never move on to the next person. They stay, whatever, but it's still a cycle until they realize I am so much better than this. And if I don't get none for the next 6 years, it's because God ain't set the person before me who is worthy of me. You see what I'm saying? Like, or if I don't get in a relationship until this time, but it's because so many people, they feel like being in a relationship is going to solidify them. They're not solidified within themselves first. So when you try to find somebody else you think is going to add value to you, if you're not 100%, then what are you dating for?
You're gonna be doing the same exact thing that you was doing before. It's only a matter of time.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a hole somewhere, because if you're not 100%, then that means there's a hole somewhere. And that hole eventually, no matter if it's at the bottom or the top, water is eventually going to come out of it. And the ship is going to sink.
Sink.
So, sorry, we got a little serious.
The Titanic.
The freaking Titanic. Next one, detachment issues.
That's not a toxic trait.
Well,
Well, what's like? I guess that's kind of broad.
right, it's very broad.
So I get toxic when you detach, or I like to detach myself from people.
That's what I'm saying. It's broad.
Or maybe they like detachment, so like maybe they're really attached to people, like
So
they
they
get in a relationship, and it's because of detachment issues they get in a relationship. I'm guessing, I don't know, this is very broad.
Because if you think attachment issues, like if you have attachment issues, it's
Right.
you cling to somebody, right?
Because of detachment issues, right?
I don't know. It could.
I don't
be.
know, it's very broad.
Yeah.
But however, that could be very much so a toxic trait, because it's toxic
could.
to you.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
So
we
I
can't
feel like it could
Yeah.
all work.
Yeah.
It depends on how it works in the situation for you. So I think it could all work. Because what's toxic for you ain't toxic for me.
Yeah. Some of this stuff ain't toxic.
You see what I'm saying?
They're not toxic to me.
No, I
Got
get you.
you.
Somebody said, which one? I'm healing, nigga. I'm working on it.
I was about to say something, and I'm not going to.
You got
That
multiple.
sound like. Go ahead.
It's so horrible that both of our bodies went to, and I was getting ready to say,
I'm glad you didn't. This next one says, I lack self-control in my facial expressions. If I don't rock with something, I'll just say it with my face.
That's my problem.
That's okay. Now that's a good toxic trait because y'all need
That's
that
a good
sometimes.
one.
Y'all need to know that
I'ma
I
show you through
disapprove.
how I look with the shenanigans.
That's a real like, not saying that, but that's like a real issue when you have like a very loud face.
Mm.
It's hard. Like, I've gotten not in trouble, but I've gotten my team lead. We cool. Shout out to my girl Mia. But like, she's told me before, like, control your face because
Yeah.
sometimes we might be like in a group setting or something like that, and somebody says something. I'm looking at them like, "Are you?"
Yeah, because
And I don't even realize it.
exactly. We don't
It's
even
hard for
realize
me to
it.
catch and I catch myself, but by that time, somebody else done already seen it, and now they, you
Yeah.
know.
No, I feel that. I only show people. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
I only give people one chance before cutting ties.
So
Like-
that's why I think of detachment issues. Like, you're quick to detach. Like, you don't even give
So
anybody a chance.
maybe that one would maybe
So
that
y'all
one.
cousins, you and that other person.
Possibly. So they cut them off. This one says, "I like to drink for everyone to drink when I'm drinking." You
What?
must be drinking
They
now.
was drinking at that moment. I like
Oh, get me out of here.
I like to drink.
I like to drink a lot.
Are y'all crazy? I like to drink a lot.
I like to drink. All of a sudden, I'm French. I like for everyone to drink when I'm drinking.
I didn't write that. Before any of y'all be like, I remember when he used to drink. Dom. Nope, didn't write that, guys. Yikes.
I think that's all I have. We didn't get a whole lot of responses on this. This
Those
is our
were
first
good,
time.
though. Those
were
were
good.
good.
So listen, when we post questions, we need y'all to respond because we might share your responses on here. They will always be anonymous. I try not to look at the names. I just try to go ahead and just read.
Because I
what they-
promise y'all, we don't know none of whoever.
Yeah,
was on,
I haven't said
please
anything.
don't be offended, y'all, by our response.
I was about to say that because, like we said, if it's toxic to you,
that's what I'm
toxic
saying.
to
Like
you.
it may be toxic to you, and it just
Yeah.
But
Work
we
on
love
it,
y'all.
Mookie.
Please.
I
we love
mean,
y'all.
that's
some
the
people
first
can
step.
drink 1,800 down.
Who? Oh, that's like
1800?
hard.
Some people can.
My chest just started hurting.
Mine too. Did you see me sing a little bit? My acid reflux is coming out of my ears.
My nostrils.
I don't have that testimony. I did not drink that. I didn't really drink.
I did when
so-
I turned 21. 1800 coconut used to be like my drink of choice.
Ugh.
By the time I turned 32, that phase was over with.
Mm.
Shots and stuff
Yeah,
weren't for me.
it's
still not
never
for
been
me.
for me. Yeah.
Like maybe a special occasion, one or two, like a birthday.
No, for sure. But
One or
nothing
two, but I
outside of that,
can't.
you'd be like,
yeah,
nigga,
it's too hard
shots
on the
Thursday.
body. It's too hard on the body.
I mean, like now you still
Yeah.
because she was
Shots.
supposed to celebrate with us. Yes, she was tired.
I was
She went
sleepy.
home. She was tired.
It's okay.
I still
So-
drink though.
Okay,
Well,
It's gone.
get what you
It's
need.
gone.
It's
We
gone.
worked hard.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
amen.
I
Thank-
did
thank
7
God for that.
services. No, not at the reception. The 7 services. The reception was the easy part. I was like, this
What reception?
He keeps calling this a
This
reception.
nigga been calling the baby shower a reception.
But I
since
called it a baby
Thursday.
reception yesterday.
Oh, the
Yeah.
baby reception.
Talking
Yeah.
about cut the cake.
Baby was ready. I knew that cake was good looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was actually really fun. Like even the cleanup part was really fun
It was.
because everybody pitched in. It was really
It
dope.
came together.
Yeah.
All right, so this next part, and we'll just kind of skim through these because we'll kind of see if these can kind of stick as far as the episode. Because I wanted to see, like, basically, will be some good episode like ideas, but I kind of wanted to know what people thought about,
Okay.
like.
Oh,
what
you
they wanted to
scared me.
hear.
I'm like, are we not recording?
Oh.
Okay. The way you started talking, I'm like, huh?
Kev goes straight to the worst.
Yeah.
Like, no,
That's
no, no,
your
no.
toxic trait.
Is that
Worst
it?
case
Do you
scenario.
think is that it?
Y'all about to make me pee on myself.
As long as you
No,
don't
my-
cry, because Asia cried last week or the week before.
It's
and-
all right, Asia. We love you. I think my
cried?
toxic trait, yeah, it was her. Everything about it was
I
really
love
good.
it.
My toxic trait, I would say, before I actually got into like back into dating. Ooh, I had to catch what I was about to say.
It's all right.
Woo! Before I got back into dating, and so forth and so on. My toxic trait. Now, when I say it is toxic, but I enjoy doing it.
Okay.
I love really like making sure that person feels like the only person in the world. Like I'm the type of person where I have to make sure that you have this great experience, and your hopes be up that sometimes like we'll actually get together, and then it just may not work. But I'm very toxic with like giving people like that princess queen treatment,
Yeah.
and then be like,
Oh.
So you just have them fall in love.
yeah, but
and
it
then
is
be
not.
like,
Well, no, if it don't
where's
work,
Kevin?
or I just start noticing that it don't
Hashtag
work,
where's
I'm the
Kevin?
type of nigga that I'm gonna be like, okay, moving on. Cause my thing is, a lot of my exes right now, I can go back and like have conversations with them because I've always made it a point to be cool with everybody. I don't ever want nobody like mad at me and want to kill me because I did something to them. But they will all be able to say they had an amazing experience with me and I treated them like the only person in the world.
Okay.
On my mama.
Oh my.
And he meant that.
I'm so serious.
He meant that.
Like, I mean, I guess it ain't really toxic, but I think that would be the only thing.
It's toxic
It
for
can
you.
be.
It
Yeah,
could be.
because it's in all
Well, for them
spectrums.
too.
Especially, when I was really in the world, all of that. You really
in the
felt like
world
you
is
was the only
wild.
person in the world. But, know,
It's wild.
keep praying for me.
Er.
God is
Amazing.
Yeah, I almost say he ain't done with me yet, but I almost say he done with me. Shit, I'm about to die. What's going on? Okay, go ahead.
That episode when I'm like, any last words, and y'all was like,
Wow.
we about to die.
The plane is about to Aaliyah.
Mighty.
We're ready.
Moving on. So these I asked the dreamers or whatever y'all want to be called, or
The
just people that
dreamers, I
follow
like
us
that.
on IG.
that.
I feel
The
like it, yeah, because we
dreamers.
dreamers, right? And this is the Dream Lab.
Y'all
Yeah.
better dream.
Yeah. So keep dreaming.
We need
All
lab
I
coats.
do is dream.
Oh, we will. We will. That's fire.
Lab coat.
We actually pretty soon we're gonna have a set. Like this ain't gonna just be sitting in a room. Like this about to be a production, niggas.
We
Yeah,
got
it
chemistry
is.
stuff on the table. That'd
Yes.
be hilarious in the mud.
Yes, and a keyboard, a microphone, like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, it's about to be fire. Y'all just got some inside scoop. But that's because y'all continue to watch the episode. Some people just watch the first 3 minutes.
Bless
Anyway,
you.
I was
so
about to say something.
No,
Just
shut
Nope.
your
why
mouth.
my head's so big.
responses to what topics would y'all like us to talk about in future episodes? So somebody said, why are the youths leaving the church?
The euphesis.
The youths.
The Kojic, whoever that was.
Why are the youths leaving the church? And we're not gonna really get into that right now, but that is a topic that we
Okay.
could definitely have a conversation on because I know we could go left and we won't get to other stuff.
Right.
We should
However,
invite a guest for that one. A young
no,
preacher.
I want to have a pastor on
That'd be so good.
I like
I
that.
hope they
because
can-
I like the conversation to be both sided.
Yes.
I don't ever like it to be
That
a
sounds
conversation
good.
where it's just like, oh, well, the church this, and then the church be like, oh, well, the world did. No. Let's come together. Let's have a conversation together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
To
So
really break that
yeah,
down.
that's
That's a good topic.
that's a good topic. Disney versus Nickelodeon.
Woo, that's really good.
But I
And I
told them
talk
we was gonna
about-
wait for this Dan Schneider stuff to kind of like chill out.
The who?
Dan Schneider. Quiet on the set.
Oh.
Yeah, chill out with all that. Chill out with all that. So we're gonna wait
'Cause
for
that's
we're gonna wait for him to go to
Nickelodeon right
jail,
there.
and then we'll talk more about Nickelodeon. We don't want to add no money to their stock right now until they rectify that situation. Next one. What are your goals for the rest of 2024?
I like that. A mid
Like
check
yeah,
in.
that'll probably be good for season 2 because
Yeah.
season 2 picks up June because we're getting ready. This is the second to last episode in case you didn't know.
Oh my God.
Just in case you didn't know.
Don't know it. Sorry.
Moving on. Next one, definitions of friendship and kinship.
That's gonna be good.
So good. Kinship. Now,
That sounds so churchy.
that's
I'm
but
sorry.
that is very churchy. But kinship, for those of you who don't know, it's more so like association,
I was about
like
to say like friends and acquaintances.
or family. Like yeah, like
friends and family. That sounds like
but
it's good, but
kinship, like yeah, like are we close because we just family or because we work together? You see what I'm saying?
No.
Or this is like a real friendship. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
whoever that was, stop talking like you over 50. Cause you got me over here. Gotta go get a dictionary.
I definitely looked it up prior to.
Love y'all though.
this.
Oh, that's why he had an
Um,
explanation. I went to DSA. Sorry.
The next one says old folk demising the youth.
Y'all really want us to go to the
I
youth church,
know.
huh?
So a lot of these are going to be a good church episode, and we might kick off season 1 like season 2 with that. Because we don't, unless we figure out something within the next
What if we
few
film at
days.
somebody's church, a pastor's church?
That's a possibility, but I'd be cussing, so. And this pastor got to be okay with me saying hell sometime.
Hell, yes. Okay, I got it out.
Old folk demising the youth. So
Okay,
I think that's a really good topic because I mean we've obviously seen it. Some of us have maybe even experienced it. So yeah, I think that's.
Or we could tie it in actually with the last episode, with the one with the youth.
Because the next question says, because they must have seen this response, and so they responded with, "How about the youth people, the young people despising the old too?" Which we could talk about
I
that
was about
too,
to say, yeah.
because it's always both sided, right? Like we're not gonna make it seem like the youth just be like, "Oh, they're always picking on us." No, sometimes you disrespectful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to chill out. Sometimes you ain't always right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you will alleviate some of that headache if you would just like sit down and listen to people who've been here before you. So I'm okay with both sides of that conversation.
Because that's definitely something I will never take for granted is being able to learn from somebody that's experienced it themselves.
Absolutely.
How could I not? Like, I like that.
We liked it.
We like it.
So that was today's episode. This is pretty
Oh, that's
good.
the
Huh?
end?
Yeah. We've been recording almost an hour.
Oh,
What else? I mean, well, no, you have a story, so you gonna
I
close us
still got
out.
to tell that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Oh, God.
Hi guys. All right, y'all. I had some crazy stuff happen to me over the last week.
Mighty God.
I'm much better now.
Hold on, push pause. I want to check these cameras, and then I want you to tell the
Okay.
story because I don't want no problems.
Okay. This nigga really paused. Look around, everybody go mute.
I'd say we got maybe about 10 minutes less than. So let's try to wrap it up within that 10 minutes.
Can you please press play? He's stressing me out.
Don't let him stress you out. Hold on. Let me just say a little timer. All right. And go. Tell your story.
So, I went to Philly, y'all, to sing at a conference. And I had got home like Monday night late. Sunday night late. I had ended up linking up one of my friends, Mookie, who was in town. I got 2 Mookies in my life. But this Mookie lives in Cleveland, so I had went to hang out with her before she caught her flight back in the morning. I got home. When I walked in the house, I was like, why is my bathroom door open? Like, it was in my mind. Something was like, something ain't right because that door is never open. So I'm like, either Donovan had like a kickback or something, and they were using my bathroom, and I was pissed about it because I don't like any of his people using my bathroom. Like, don't go in my bathroom. Then I went around to my door. Now, I could have went in my room through my bathroom, but I had bags. So I'm like, let me go across to the other door. So I go over there. I walk in the room. My clean clothes that I folded up was on the floor. My blankets was messed up. And, y'all, there was a pillow behind the headboard.
No, it wasn't.
Mighty.
So
Y'all
at
know what that
first-
pillow behind the headboard mean.
Right.
And it don't mean that you was praying.
No. So my mind instantly was like, nah. My mind was like, you know what that mean. But I was also like, maybe your nephew was here and he was like jumping on your bed and your brother was trying to get him to stop knocking on the wall. So I said, I'm gonna go to bed. In the morning, I'm gonna text my sister and ask her because I was like, just in case.
You went to bed in the bed?
Did you change the sheets?
No, I was slept on the other side. I mean, well, I'm gonna get to it,
Okay.
but I did, to say the least. But I did. sleep
Bodily
on-
fluids just go everywhere.
Yep, but we're gonna get there. So
Well, we
I
talking
called
about-
my
all right.
brother. Text my sister, and I was like, well, was my nephew at the house? She was like, no. I said, are you sure? She was like, yeah, nigga, he was with me. So I went out and I put my robe on. I was like, Donovan. I said, who was having sex in my bedroom? I said, because why was the pillow wedged in between the headboard and the wall? And he was like, I woke him up out of his sleep. So he was like, wasn't nobody in there? I said, Donovan, you're going to call your friends. You're going to figure out which one of them went into my room and did what they wanted to do, like they don't know me and like I don't live here. So he ended up finding out it was one of his friends. And I am not going to lie to you. I want to lay him completely out. I want to let him completely out because you know me and you had to know that was disrespectful. Like you know me for being Donovan's brother, but you do not know me like that to ever think that I'm to be played with in that manner. So I'm still like very like, I'm still processing that. But at first I was really pissed off at my brother and I was actually going to move out last Friday. But I had to kind of like process everything and like, okay, let's really look at this. Your brother really wouldn't have let that man do that in your room if he was up. Donovan had went
And
to sleep.
aware.
Yeah, like my brother, and I had to figure that out throughout the week. Like really think about like, would your brother really let that happen? Like now, if they use like some studio equipment, a laptop, or my speakers, yeah, that's something stupid that Donovan would do without asking me. But that was a little too extreme. But I was just more so pissed that your friends did this because you went to bed and left them in our house. So he decided to go into my room with the female, do God knows whatever you wanted to do in my room, which was probably, y'all made too much noise because y'all had to put the pillow behind the headboard. You
Foreign
nasty.
coochie juice and ball sweat.
It's horrible. So last week I really had to like calm down because I was ready to go get topes and everything and move out because I'm like, now I feel violated.
Yeah.
Because you were supposed to be watching your friends that's almost like 28, 25 up there. Y'all don't have no common sense.
Old enough to know that I'm not going to go into
Old
a random
enough.
person's room.
And just do the
And
wild
just-
tootsie in my bed. And then
And left it there.
left. When I say blankets was messed up, and I went out of town, but if you know me, every time I go out of town, I clean my room and make my bed. So when I come home to a clean room. I had left some T-shirts on my bed. T-shirts on the floor, blankets messed up, and the pillow is behind. I'm like, so you didn't even think to clean up so that I wouldn't even know. You are trash. So I really was saying all last week, like if I see him, I'm just instantly going in his junk. Because I'm like, how could you be that disrespectful?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild.
I've never
That's
experienced nothing like
wild.
that. And I'm getting ready to go out of town this week for a week. And in my mind, I'm just like, I'm having anxiety about leaving because is something like that going to happen again? Or are y'all going to cover it up? Or are y'all going to try to be slick with it? Now, everybody has been telling me, like, get a lock for your room and da-da-da-da. But I'm like, if I'm paying half the rent anywhere, I shouldn't have to do that.
I feel it.
I should be able to leave doors open, wide open, and know that nobody's going to go on my stuff.
That's true.
So, it really wasn't, it was only Donovan's fault because his friends probably should have either left the house or I wish he would have been aware. But I was like, I really can't blame you for it. But we did have a very good conversation. It was a hard conversation, but I was like, your friend is not welcome to our house no more.
Absolutely.
And he's not welcome to any pool party you do at mama's house because if I see him, I'm going to want to drown him. I'm going to want to like drop kick
I'm going
him.
to help him.
Yeah.
And I'm being totally honest. Like, I know, they be like, oh, you're a Christian and you said that. No, that will piss you off that you knew that somebody went into your room where you reside, sleep, relax, whatever you choose to do in your room, and they decided to do what they wanted to do. You should not have teeth when I see you.
No.
Because it's like, how do you come back from? I think he was asking my brother for my number. What are you calling me for? It should literally be on site when I see you.
Because what?
There's no conversation we should be having. Like, what you going to tell me? I'm going to buy you a new mattress?
There's no coming back from that.
It's no matter
Sorry.
what you do, you're never going to be allowed around me. You're never going to be allowed around me.
That's disgusting.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting and it's disrespectful.
And on top of that, you're a PK. So I really don't have no respect for you either.
Wow.
Not that makes you any different from anybody else, but you're
I would have
very
did it on the
different.
floor, but I wouldn't have did it.
But
in
that's the
bed.
thing. So
I'm
that's-
talking crap. I
No,
would've
no,
your-
but even something
I
I
like
would've did it on the
even
floor.
something like that,
over the back.
okay, I probably would have been pissed because you were still in my room and I would have just
Yeah.
vacuumed really good and tried to put some disinfectant. But the fact that y'all crawled in my bed and they were saying that the little girl was asking like, well, why we can't sleep in here? Girl, this is not his room.
Crawled is wild.
This is not
because
his room.
I visually see them crawling.
I'm telling you.
Kevin, we about
Talking
to
about
end this
some,
episode.
why didn't we,
Kevin.
crawling in my like the Matrix, just like something off the Grudge.
Oh my God, crawling.
You took it upon yourself to go into my room, left it a mess, and then you talking about why we can't sleep in here. Girl, this is not a guest room, the Hilton or Motel 6. Get out of my bed.
like on one end, I'm kind of glad they left the evidence so you didn't just lay in
Girl,
that. But on the other end, it's just like,
Cause imagine that.
pissed. And I'm telling you, if I ever see him, I cannot promise you I'm not going to lose it. Because I have never felt that unsafe, that violated by somebody doing something like that.
No, I feel it.
And I'm like, nigga, you need to be watching your friends. Like,
No,
when you go to
definitely.
bed, they cannot be. And that's a whole other conversation. I love my brother. Some things have to happen. So it's time to end it. Yep. Some things have to happen so that you can know or grow. And I had to really look at it in that moment, like, okay, maybe this is a moment for you to set a boundary with him and y'all get on the same page versus just leaving. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, is he going to be able to handle all of the rent? Which, again, is not respectfully, that's not,
it's not your problem.
it's not. And
But I
especially in
get
that
it.
moment of me being disrespected. And he even told me, he was like, nigga, I wasn't mad at you if you would have moved out. He said, I understand. But it's still the same effect. Like, your friend, like, he should not be back in our house or even in the parking lot. Meet that nigga at the front of the complex.
Well, guys, I would say that will go on the list of top 5 gross things that anyone could do in your bedroom while you weren't in there. It might actually be top 2. Actually, might be top 1. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, y'all have a fantastic week. Make sure that you disinfect your sheets,
Yeah.
because you don't know who was in there while you were gone.
Yeah.
Even if you pay the bills.
Still.
This has been another episode of the Dream Lab podcast, and where we just do great things. God is good. I was trying to find my note. Do it again. I don't know if I want to do minor, major. My mind is messed up. Okay. Anyway,
Woo!
what chord is this? We're ending. We're
Layla
ending.
Hathaway.
We're that definitely sounds like a Layla Hathaway chord. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.